Today's podcast is presented by Podgo. That's right, Podgo is the easiest way for you to monetize your podcast, providing podcasters with a flat rate for ad space so you can always know how much you get when you include an ad from Podgo. I recently joined as a member, and you can too. Apply today and become a member and immediately be connected with advertisers that fit your audience. That's podgo.co at podgo.co.
Hi, am I on the air?
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Don, do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear, highest necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better, Voltron transform to DX Don Mega. And off scene, you probably think I'm nice, cause I flow like a stream to your wireless device, and the smoke all the steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air?
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. Yo, what is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? I'm your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you to the show, my friends. It is Monday. We're broadcasting live from the Red Dragons radio studios here in lovely Tucson, Arizona, on this June the 15th. It's season 20, episode 23, and tonight's show is titled The King of Tucson. That's right. I welcome you to the one-stop shop for all the latest and greatest when it comes to entertainment, news, television, movies, reviews. This is your one-stop shop. So thank you for tuning in once again. Come along, come join the ride with me for about 30 to 40 minutes as I get you caught up with everything going down in the entertainment world. I'm going to start things right off with it, and that's with a non-spoiler review of the newest movie to be released on VOD. It was supposed to be theatrical release, but as you know, theaters are still closed, so they made the shift to VOD, premium VOD. That's right, that means you can rent it right now for $19.99, and I'm talking about Judd Apatow's new movie, The King of Staten Island. This is starring Pete Davidson. And, man, where do I begin with The King of Staten Island? Well, we'll start by explaining what the hell this movie is. Scott is the character that Pete Davidson plays. Scott has been a case of arrested development since his firefighter dad died. He spends his days smoking weed and dreaming of being a tattoo artist until events force him to grapple with his grief and take his first steps forward in life. That is correct. This movie was loosely based on a concept that Pete Davidson turned into Judd Apatow. He co-wrote the movie, loosely based on his real life, and Judd Apatow loved it so much he decided to not only help make the film but also direct it. And you know, Judd Apatow does not direct a lot of movies. I'm a massive Judd Apatow fan. The 40-Year-Old Virgin is my favorite comedy of all time, and he directed and wrote that. Of course, he did Knocked Up, he did Trainwreck, he did This Is 40. I love all those movies, so I was very excited for this film. Now, where I'll put the caveat is that I'm not a very big Pete Davidson fan. He just, I don't know, man, the dude just, I don't know what it is. He looks like a douchebag, and it doesn't look like somebody I would want to hang out with. So it always makes me kind of almost put up this wall of like, I don't know about this dude. But I will say he did a pretty good job in this film. I feel this type of movie, if it had a different lead, I would have enjoyed it a lot more. I felt like having to almost like deal with Pete Davidson in this movie made me have to struggle through it a little bit more. And then what I was afraid of is, you know, Judd Apatow loves to make long movies. Nobody ever told the dude to keep a film under 2 hours. And that's the case here as well. King of Staten Island runs like 2 hours and 15 minutes or 2:20, something like that, which is way too long for a film like this. It is a slow burn. It takes a while to ramp up. It takes a while to go anywhere. The second half of the film is way stronger than the first half. But overall, I mean, the movie's funny. It has some really good moments. It's got some good heart at times. And I liked it. I thought it was good. It's not great. It's not as good as I'd hoped it to be. So, you know, a little disappointed, but at the same time, I'm glad I watched it. I'm glad I checked it out. It was nice to have a new movie to watch this past weekend, especially something that I would have definitely been in the movie theater to see this past weekend if theaters were still open. Like I said, Marissa Tomei is in this. She plays his mom. Bill Burr is in this, who does a great job in it as well. Lots of little side characters pop up, and the cast is good. All the characters are really good. You know, it's just one of those ones, man. So if you got $20 to spare and you like the trailer, and you like the kind of humor in previous Judd Apatow films, I think you'll probably dig it for the most part. If you like Pete Davidson, then I think you'll really dig it. If you're so-so on him like me, the movie might be a little hit and miss. But overall, I really enjoyed it. Out of 5 stars, I would give it 3.5. It's better than a 3, but it never quite reaches a 4 for me. So I'm going to go right in the middle there. 3.5 out of 5 for the King of Staten Island. Now, another show I wanted to talk about that now that I finished, I talked about this actually probably a couple months ago at this point, and that is The Most Dangerous Game. The Most Dangerous Game is a movie, kinda, that is on Quibi. Remember Quibi? I know a lot of you forgot about it already, but it's the streaming service Quibi, Quick Bites. I briefly reviewed this when Quibi first launched because I watched the first couple episodes, and then I didn't watch any of the other episodes. Finally, Quibi made the smart move by introducing a Chromecast option to their app. So over the weekend, I was able to Chromecast Quibi right to my 75-inch television, and then finally get to fully watch the rest of the episodes of The Most Dangerous Game the way I felt like it was intended to be, you know, because watching it on my phone or an iPad just wasn't my deal. It just wasn't what I wanted. So I was glad to be able to Chromecast it. So thank you, Quibi, for being smart and actually giving us a way to watch it on our televisions. I really, really dug this, to be honest. I wish this was a movie. I wish it was a full-blown thing that I could watch just completely without having to watch it in these quick bites, because every episode is like 8 or 9 minutes long, and it was like something would start ramping up and an action scene was about to start, and then the episode was over and you got to load the new episode, and it's like, come on. It just kept breaking up the style of it, and it was driving me up a wall. But I really did enjoy it though overall, and I think you would too. So if you have Quibi, which I know a lot of you don't, but if you haven't signed up, I mean, get a free trial and check this one out. It's with Liam Hemsworth, where basically he's dying of cancer, and Christoph Waltz tells him, you know, hey, I got a way that you can earn a lot of money really quickly. Play this hunting game, basically, where he's being hunted for 24 hours, and if he can survive, he'll be set for life. He'll have all this money in the bank, millions and millions of dollars. And if he dies, then hey, his wife will be given the money that he's accumulated up to the point of his death. So at least they would have something to fall back on. So it's a real cool cat and mouse kind of show, and I really, really dug it. So The Most Dangerous Game on Quibi, definitely worth a watch. Okay, so there you go. There's a couple reviews there for you. New movie, King of Staten Island, 3.5 out of 5, and then TV show-wise, The Most Dangerous Game on Quibi. Okay, so let's switch gears and let's get to our news of the week. Why don't we? Funny or Die has acquired the rights to Call and Response from Vaughn and Eagle. That's right, so that'll be coming soon to Comedy Central. A musical based on Lionel Richie's catalog is in the works over at Disney. So that's going to be pretty interesting. I could dig a musical with some Lionel Richie songs. Why not, right? It'll probably be called All Night Long. We have the first trailer for Bill and Ted Face the Music. I was wondering if we were going to get a trailer to this. The movie comes out in just a couple months, and we've seen nothing from it. But they finally released the trailer. It's okay. The trailer's just okay. I was a little bummed by it, to be honest. It's a teaser trailer. It doesn't show very much, but it looked kind of whack, to be honest. But I'm excited that it still comes out in August because we need new movies to watch. And so I'm definitely still stoked to see it. I just thought the teaser trailer wasn't all that great. Judd Apatow, speaking of the devil again, is developing a George Carlin documentary, so that'll be interesting. We have the trailer for Money Plane, which stars Adam Copeland, who also known as Edge, in WWE, along with Kelsey Grammer. It looks like a nice little B-movie action flick, which I'm totally down for, so check that out. We got an article up with Karen Gillan talking about Nebula's future in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Once again, just, if I talk about any of these news headlines or anything that you're interested to hear more about and I don't dive in any deeper, feel free to check out our social media, our Twitter, our Facebook, twitter.com/amiontheair, facebook.com/amiontheair, so you can check out the full details on some of this stuff, because I know I breeze through pretty quickly, and sometimes I also hold back because I don't want to spoil things for people. So if you're interested, that's where you find the full details. DC Daily has been canceled on the DC Universe streaming platform. This was a show that every day talked about DC on the DC Universe app, and man, it looks like the DC Universe app is really on its dying day right now because, Doom Patrol Season 2, they're going to show it on HBO Max. Stargirl is on right now, and they're pushing it on the CW. The Harley Quinn show is on the Sci-Fi Channel now. I mean, what is the point of having the DC Universe app anymore if they're just going to keep giving the content to other streaming platforms, and then your one original show like DC Daily, you guys cancel? So, very interesting news there. I don't know what's going on with DC Universe. I feel like the app is going to go away and it will be absorbed by HBO Max, but there's been no confirmation of that, so we'll have to wait and see how it goes. Supernatural and other Vancouver-based shows may resume production pretty soon, so that's always a good sign. The movie The Hate You Give is now streaming for free. A lot of movies are kind of taking that approach, like Selma is streaming for free, Just Mercy is streaming for free, and now The Hate You Give. So definitely check out these films, man. They're all really good movies. Netflix's Unsolved Mysteries reboot, it's coming. It's coming very, very soon to Netflix, so very excited about that. That's going to be cool. The Doctor Who annual holiday episode has already been filmed, so you don't have to worry about that. The Hawkeye series is still planning on coming to Disney+, and the working title for the show is called Anchor Point, which is an homage to Kate Bishop in the comic books, so very cool. We'll see if it keeps that title, but for now they're calling it Anchor Point. Production officially begins on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse Part 2, which is awesome. So we'll hopefully get that on time here in the next couple years. The television show Cops has been officially canceled by the Paramount Network. That's right. No more Cops. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they don't come for you? See you later, Cops. Also, in the same vein, Live PD has also been canceled as well. Karen Kusama says that her Dracula reboot will be fairly faithful to the novel. New film production guidelines could result in some CGI sex scenes. That's right, because they don't want you getting closer than 6 feet to each other. So, you never know what they're going to do. They're going to get creative. The indie horror film The Wretched, which has been one of the only things playing at new drive-in theaters lately, has just quietly crossed the $1 million milestone, mostly thanks to drive-in movie theaters. So, congratulations there, man, making that money. Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show is still in development phase over on Disney+, so don't worry, it is still coming. There's a new Netflix movie called The Last Days of American Crime, and guess what? It got a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, which only makes me want to watch it even more to see how the hell that happened. But yes, it gets the rare 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Gone with the Wind has been temporarily removed from HBO Max, and it will be returned with a disclaimer soon. That's the world we're living in, guys. That's the world we're living in. So we got to get a disclaimer on Gone with the Wind. Netflix has yanked the show Little Britain, which is a British sketch comedy because they used blackface, so that has been pulled off of the service. Vanderpump Rules stars Stassi Schroeder and Kristen Dout have been fired after a racist prank against a black co-star comes to light, so good on them. The MTV Movie and TV Awards have been postponed indefinitely because of coronavirus, of course. Coronavirus. Paramount Pictures has made a deal to turn the horror short film Laura Hasn't Slept into a full theatrical film. So there you go there. A lot of these horror movies start as a little short like this, and then we go from there. AMC Theaters, this is good news for me because this is where I go. AMC says they expect to be fully open globally in July. So there you go, man. So hopefully everything will be good to go in just a couple weeks. Pilot season 2020, CBS TV Studios is the latest to pay cast and extend options on pilots suspended due to COVID-19. So very, very cool. I'm glad to see them doing something like that. Comic-Con at home. It's happening. It is happening, ladies and gentlemen, and it's pretty damn interesting. As you all know, Comic-Con this year has been canceled due to COVID, so they're doing something very unique. For the first time in over the 50-year history of Comic-Con, happy to welcome virtually anyone from around the globe. Though stay-at-home conditions make this a very difficult time, we see this as an opportunity to spread some joy and strengthen our sense of community. You can print badges at home. That's right, the Comic-Con at home badges. They will provide badges for fans to print and wear proudly. All aspects of the initiative are free, and there are no limits to how many can attend. The online edition will be held on the same dates as the previously canceled in-person event, which is July 22nd through July 26th. And attendees are encouraged to use the official hashtag ComicCon@home to be included in the virtual activities. Organizers and participating entities will begin providing additional details and announcements leading up to the event. Interested fans are encouraged to check Toucan, the official Comic-Con and WonderCon blog, SDCC's website and social channels, and the official channels of their favorite pop culture creators in the weeks to come. So that's right, man. They are planning full Comic-Con at home. Conditions prevent celebrating the in person. The show, as they say, must go on. With Comic-Con at home, SDCC hopes to deliver the best of the Comic-Con experience and a sense of its community to anyone with an internet connection and an interest in all aspects of pop culture. Plans for Comic-Con at home include an online exhibit hall complete with everyone's favorite exhibitors, offering promotions, specials, and limited edition products unique to the celebration, as well as exclusive panels, presentations about comics, gaming, television, film, and a wide variety of topics from publishers, studios, and more. As if that weren't enough, Comic-Con at home will also have a masquerade, gaming, and many other activities in which fans can participate from their own homes. Damn, they are doing this thing up big time. And I love it. It's something very unique. It gives them a great opportunity to do something fun and fresh. Comic-Con at home, baby. Let's do it. All right, moving along. HBO's I'll Be Gone in the Dark. We have the trailer for that. You can check it out. It's a 6-part documentary series. Hulu has officially canceled the show Harlots after 3 seasons and the show Reprisal after 1. I started to watch Reprisal. I loved the trailer. Only watched the first 2 episodes of it, and I kind of struggled to get into it. It looked like it would have gotten pretty cool, but at this point, with it being canceled, I don't know if I'll go back to it. But yes, Harlots and Reprisal canceled over on Hulu. Amazon is developing a live-action adaptation of Promised Neverland, which is a manga that they have. These shows Lincoln Rhyme and Perfect Harmony have been canceled over on NBC as well. We have the trailer for Doom Patrol Season 2, which looks as batshit crazy as Season 1, so check that out, which will debut on HBO Max along with the DC Universe simultaneously. Love, Victor coming to Hulu this month. It should be out later this month, so very cool there. Hannah's Anders Engstrom has been tapped to helm the Changeling remake. We have the first trailer for Amazon Prime's new original movie, 7500, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So that comes out this Friday. Looks pretty interesting. Check that out. Men in Kilts, we have the teaser for that. Starz sets a new documentary series starring Outlander stars. So check out the teaser trailer for Men in Kilts. HBO Max debuts the trailer for Karma, which is a kid competition series. The Broken Hearts Gallery. Sony has officially nabbed the distribution rights to the Selena Gomez-produced rom-com. It is called The Broken Hearts, and that Broken Hearts Gallery, and that should be dropping in July. We have the Monster Hunter poster with Mila Jovovich, and the trailer should be coming here pretty soon. The Evil Dead is going to be returning to some drive-ins starting on June 13th. A number of live-action DC films will actually leave HBO Max next month. Oh man, this is where the controversy starts, right? I've been watching a lot of people on Twitter and stuff just calling out what dumb shit this is. And HBO Max, I got to agree. One of the big signing up points you guys have is that you're Warner Brothers. HBO Max is owned by Warner Brothers, which owns DC, which means you own the rights to these movies. You put them on your streaming platform for a big launch, and then a month later you're going to say we're taking away 90% of them. I mean, when everything's said and done, I think they're only leaving like Aquaman and Shazam. Like, why are you taking everything else away? And then a spokesperson for HBO Max said, hey, we're going to do this rotation basis. We're going to rotate them out, and we're going to put in some new movies, and we'll continually rotate. And I saw somebody on Twitter say, I pay Disney Plus to give me the library, and Disney Plus doesn't sit and rotate out the Marvel movies or the Star Wars movies. And I said, that's a great point. You know, you have Disney Plus because you get access to the full catalog. You would want HBO Max for full access to that same DC catalog. So why the hell would you rotate the movies in and out? A lot of people are pissed, and a lot of people are still pissed that HBO Max is not available on Fire Stick or on Roku. So come on, guys, you got to get your shit together. You really, really do. Disneyland is aiming to fully reopen by July 17th. Carolyn Dries, who is one of the executive producers on Batwoman, assures fans that they are not killing off Kate Kane in Batwoman, so you never know. Maybe she'll pop back up sooner or later. We have the trailer for Crossing Swords, which is a new animated adult cartoon that's on Hulu, and it's from the creators of Robot Chicken, so if you like that, you'll probably love this. Check that out. Let's see here. We already talked about that. MTV has officially cut ties with Teen Mom alum Taylor Selfridge over some racist tweets. So Sia wouldn't want to be a. Coachella and Stagecoach festivals have been officially canceled for 2020. Gabriel Union, I'll Have Another Productions, has optioned a television rights for George M. Johnson's best-selling memoir, All Boys Aren't Blue, and they'll be developing it as a TV series with Sony Pictures. Pierce Brosnan is set to star in a feature-length adaptation of Brett Marty's short Youth. Dakota Johnson is attached to executive produce and star in Rodeo Queen, which will be a mockumentary-style comedy from Amazon. Penelope Cruz and Luis Tosar set to star in a social thriller called On the Fringe. Netflix has created a collection of film and TV content highlighting the Black experience. So very, very cool right here for Netflix to put together for you. Netflix has removed Chris Liles shows, but the BBC stands by the comedian using the blackface sketching once again. I'm torn on this one, man, because I saw the Chris Liles HBO show way back in the day when it was actually streamed from the BBC, and he does a sketch show, and he plays different characters. He plays girls, he plays old people, he plays young people, he plays a little kid, he plays twins, but he also plays a black rapper, and I actually thought it was really, really funny. And I mean, because, you know, I know some people look at blackface as very, very disrespectful, and I think it's all in what are you doing with it, you know? For what Chris Liles was doing, I mean, it was more for fun, and he actually was putting out music with it, and just, it really went with the show. And I mean, and it was a long time ago, and maybe it doesn't hold up, you know, in this day and age, but, you know, I think we just need to judge these things based on what the intent is, you know? If we're making fun, then yeah, definitely X that shit, never play it again. But if it's, you know, if it's a sketch comedy kind of thing, and you're, you know, making a character out of it, you never know. But, you know, It's interesting to see the BBC stand by it, but Netflix is just on a verge right now, just removing anything like that. We have the full list of the Peabody 2020 winners, so you can check that out if you are interested. The PlayStation 5 has officially been revealed, and I want it. It looks so beautiful. I love the design. It's clean, it's sexy, it's futuristic looking. It looks so good. Agent 47 is returning for Hitman 3 on the PS5, which just looks amazing. We got the trailer for that Agent 47 Hitman 3. Check that out. Also, the trailer for Horizon 2 Forbidden West. The trailer for Resident Evil 8. And, of course, the trailer for Spider-Man Miles Morales, which looks so good. I had no idea they were making this game because I love the Spider-Man game, and to know that a sequel with Miles Morales is already dropping in holiday season, sign me up. I'll pre-order right now. I'm so excited. It's so cool. The Tom Hanks movie Greyhound. I think we talked about this last week, that it's actually moving to Apple TV Plus. Well, now it's been given an official July release date, so it will land on July on Apple TV Plus. Check out Tom Hanks' new movie Greyhound. Love Life, which is the first original HBO Max TV series, has already earned a Season 2 renewal, so congratulations there. We have the trailer for Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, along with that trailer for Spider-Man Miles Morales, so check that out. HBO Max debuts the trailer for Summer Camp Island. STX Films has set Gerard Butler's Greenland. Well, check this out. Originally, they set it for the end of July because there was no competition. And then a little movie named Tenet had to move back 2 weeks and went to the end of July. And then Gerard Butler and his team said, oh, fuck. So now Greenland will come out in August. I'm looking forward to Greenland. I thought the trailer was great, and it'll be a nice little summer blockbuster. So I'm down for it, but now we'll have to wait till August for that. Booksmart's Caitlin Dever is in talks for the Dear Evan Hansen movie. The Other Typist, Keira Knightley, is in talks to star in Hulu's new limited series. Peter Farrelly is reuniting with Viggo Mortensen for a new film. That's right. They did Green Book together, and now they're working on something else. Keke Palmer is set to star in the new historical thriller inspired by true events called Alice. Let's see here. Starz has officially renewed Hightown for a second season. Thomasin McKenzie is set to lead Joy Womack's biopic Joyka. Jessica M. Thompson is set to helm the Screen Gems' new horror film The Bride. Elizabeth Moss is set to lead Dana Reed's Run Rabbit Run. Junkie XL is set to score Adam Wingard's Godzilla vs. Kong. O.I. Parker is set to write and direct a film adaptation of This Is Chance. We have the Eurovision trailer, which looks so good. It's coming to Netflix with Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams. It looks so funny. I know Fred won't watch it because he hates comedies. But my boy Friggins, man, jeez. Oh, my dude. But Eurovision, it looks like just that cheesy goodness that I want right now in my life. So I'm very excited for Eurovision. Paddington 3 looks like it is moving forward, but it will go without director Paul King at the helm. The Greatest Beer Run Ever is officially going to be titled that movie, with Viggo Mortensen and Peter Farrelly reteaming. We have the trailer for Archive starring Theo James, new sci-fi thriller he's doing. I'm very excited about this news. Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist has officially been renewed for season 2. I loved this show. Zoe, man, how do you not fall in love with this girl? It was such a unique show and a unique premise. Absolutely loved season 1. Was hoping it would get a second season. Very happy that it has been renewed. Amazon Prime has picked up Anna Paquin's comedy Flack after Pop TV canceled it. So they are reviving it and bringing it back for season 2. So congratulations there. Total Bellas has been renewed for season 6 by the E! Network. Lady Antebellum has officially changed their name to Lady A due to the word antebellum's association with slavery. Let's see here. Now, this is a part of the show that I think you guys have gotten accustomed to with me. When I talk about movies being pushed back for no reason. So, The Matrix 4, which was set to come out in 2021, has officially been pushed back till April of 2022. Godzilla vs. Kong, which should have already come out, and was already delayed till November, is now being moved to 2021. It'll come out in May of 2021. So, Jesus. So, Godzilla vs. Kong, May of 2021. Matrix 4, I believe May of 2022. Then, Wonder Woman 84, which was supposed to come out, honestly, in 2019, and then was pushed to June of 2020, and then was moved to August of 2020, and now it's been shifted 2 months back to October 2nd, 2020 for Wonder Woman. So, and then to top it all off, Tenet was supposed to come out July 15th, has now been officially moved to the end of the month, and it'll come out at the very end. I believe what the hell's the last Friday of July here? I gotta check my calendar. The 31st. Yep, July 31st, the very last day of July. So even Tenet had to shift back 2 weeks. So at this point, why? I'm so tired of venting about it, but it becomes so frustrating. Movie theaters are all going to be open by July. Tenet was in a good space to kick everything off. Wonder Woman has been waiting in the wings for August. And now, as movie theaters are opening, they're like, nah, let's push it back 2 months and let's do October. Why? And there's no reason that Godzilla vs. Kong should have been pushed back either, because that movie is done filming. I get The Matrix being pushed back because they were still filming that when things shut down. So I get it, but I don't get any movie that's been done, because I know for a fact Godzilla vs. Kong is 100% done. So why? I mean, the movie was supposed to come out this year. Pushing it all the way back to 2021 makes no sense. Pushing Wonder Woman back makes no sense. Pushing Tenet back makes no sense. I'm just so tired of all these movies being pushed back. You know, movie theaters are trying to reopen, and you're just making it that much harder when they have nothing to show. So please stop pushing shit back. Patrick Wilson is reuniting with Roland Emmerich for Moonfall. EA Games has confirmed that the next Star Wars game is called Squadrons, where you actually get to fly, which is awesome. Bride of Frankenstein, David Cope confirms that the project is still in active development. Olivia Munn is set to star in Dark Castle's sci-fi action film Replay. The Personal History of David Copperfield has officially been set for an August theatrical release. So very, very cool there. The long-delayed My Spy. This is a movie I have been waiting for quite some time. Dave Bautista, this is his family film where he helps train the little girl to be a spy. This movie was supposed to come out last year, and then it got pushed back, and then it got pushed back again, and then right when it was about to come out, COVID hit, theaters shut down, and then Amazon swooped in and said, we bought the rights. We're going to put it on Amazon Prime, which I was like, cool, finally, I can watch this fucking thing. Well, we finally have a premiere date, and it's not very far away. It'll be out in the next week and a half. It will hit Amazon Prime on Friday, June 26th. So very, very excited about that. June 26th, My Spy, Dave Bautista, Amazon Prime. Let's do the thing. The one and only Ivan is going to be hitting Disney Plus streaming exclusively in August. So very excited about that. Miles Teller is set to lead the survival thriller Not Without Hope. Producer Eric Roth says that David Fincher's Mank is primed for an October release. We have the trailer for Dads, which is an Apple TV Plus documentary film from Bryce Dallas Howard. Dan Burke and Robert Olson have set an untitled horror thriller over at Amblin Pictures. Lily James is set to star in a new true crime story from Philip Noyce called Peggy Joe. IFC Films has nabbed the rights to Leslie Mann's new comedy film Blith Spirit. Dave Chappelle dropped a surprise new special, 846, on Netflix's YouTube. I watched this over the weekend, and it is awesome. It's super important. It's only 27 minutes long, but man, does he get to a point, and he really spits some truth. So check out Dave Chappelle's 846 on Netflix. Actually on YouTube, not on Netflix officially, on YouTube. It is pretty awesome. We have the trailer for Feel the Beat, starring Sophia Carson, Netflix's new dance comedy. The Children of the Corn remake has officially wrapped production. They were able to get that thing done, right? No Time to Die has officially taken on Godzilla vs. Kong's old release date, so it has moved to November 20th. Let's see here. We have the new second trailer for Greyhound. Check that out. Remember the Tom Hanks movie that's coming to Apple TV Plus here pretty soon. The Bachelor has named Matt James as the show's first black bachelor, so congratulations there. HBO Go has officially been shut down. Well, it's going to be shut down at the end of July. HBO Now has been officially renamed just HBO in a brand overhaul so people don't get confused with HBO Max. Bill and Ted Face the Music actually moves up 1 week in August of its release date after Wonder Woman jumped to October. Like I said, then the Gerard Butler action picture Greenland moved to August as well. John Legend is set to host ABC TV's Father's Day variety special with family and friends. Tom Hanks' new sci-fi movie Bios has officially been moved to 2021, of course. Unhinged was supposed to come out the first weekend of July. That movie is now shifted back a week, and it'll come out in July 10th in wake of the summer movie shift, everything we just talked about. So now Unhinged decided to skip back a week as well. In place of Tenet not opening on its original July 17th date, they are going to air a 10th anniversary re-release of Christopher Nolan's Inception instead. Let's see here. Gabrielle Union, her movie The Perfect Fine has been landed over at Netflix, so that'll be a Netflix film exclusively. Ben Stiller is going to direct Oscar Isaac in his new film called London. The 93rd Academy Awards has been pushed back officially by 2 months, so good on them. I think they need the time. Tika Sumpter is set to lead The Ancestor over on HBO Max. The Sinner has been officially renewed for a 4th season on the USA Network. HBO Max has unveiled the Search Party Season 3 trailer, so check that out. Tessa Thompson and Marwan Kenzari are set to lead Balastra, which is an upcoming production, I think based on sword fighting. The Politician Season 2 trailer has been released. You can check that out. This Is Going to Hurt. Ben Whishaw is set to star in BBC's new medical drama, which will be called This Is Gonna Hurt. I love that title for a medical drama. Anton Fuqua is set to direct Will Smith in a new movie called Emancipation. We have the teaser for Little Voice, which is Apple TV's new coming-of-age drama. Star Wars Celebration officially canceled due to the global pandemic. The Witcher showrunner teases the arrival of Vesemir in Season 2. EA's official Star Wars Squadrons trailer has dropped, so you can check out the trailer. Jurassic World Dominion is the first major Hollywood blockbuster to resume production. They are going to kick back in early July, so good on them. Get going. We have the first poster for The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguards. You can check that out. Salma Hayek leading the trio in that. David Ayer still posting out some cool stuff of his Ayer cut for Suicide Squad, so check that out. We'll see fewer multiple timelines in the second season of The Witcher, so that'll be good. Indebted has been canceled over on NBC. Manifest has been renewed for Season 3. The Baker and the Beauty has been canceled at ABC after just 1 season. For Life has been renewed for Season 2 over on ABC. Jason Katniss' comedic drama about autism gets a series order over on Amazon. Malin Ackerman is set to executive produce a new horror film called With Teeth, starring Lydia Hurst, Kara Hayward, and Jack Donnelly. And that, my friends, is the news of the week. And that will do it, my friends. 37 minutes. What I say at the beginning of the show, I said between 30 to 40, and we found that sweet spot once again. So thank you, everyone, for joining me on this ride to getting caught up in all the latest and greatest in entertainment news. I appreciate you. Let's do some shout-outs and some plugs. AmIOnTheAir.com is our official webpage. Let's do some social plug-in. Facebook, go ahead and give us a like. Facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Give us a follow on Twitter @AmIOnTheAir. You can follow me on Twitter directly at DXDonMega. Follow me on Stardust. It's simply Don Mega, DonMega. Stardust is the way to go. You could check out some instant reviews from myself. They're 30-second video reviews on television, movies, trailers. Download the Stardust app today and give me a follow. I'll follow you back. Of course, Apple Podcasts. Download, rate, and subscribe. Please drop a 5-star review. That would be awesome. If Apple Podcasts ain't your thing, don't you worry. I got you covered on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn, Podchaser, Google Play Podcast. We are all over the interweb, so definitely shouldn't have a problem finding us anywhere. You can follow us on YouTube and Instagram at Simply Am I On The Air. And thank you to our great affiliates at reddragonsradio.com. That's reddragonsradio.com. Give us a follow on Twitter as well at Red Dragons with an S Radio, Red Dragons Radio on Twitter. And of course, shout out to Podgo as well. So thanks, guys, for always supporting the show. And that, my friends, will do it here on this Monday, June the 15th. I thank you once again. I hope you're staying safe. I'm starting to hear about a lot of blow up with this damn disease again. So hopefully we do not get forced into another lockdown. I don't know if we can handle that as a country once again. So just be safe. Wash your hands. Continue not to touch your face. Do what you can to stop the spread. And, take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all, same bat time, same bat channel. Peace.
Bye, everybody. Red Dragons! Red Dragons!